Oh, guys, we can start here in just a second. Just gonna share the link. Also do an auto check. Audio. Oh, guys, we can start here in just. Audio solid. All right. So, if anyone who hasn't seen the channel update I did recently, I moved to a new place, a temp place, and I'm just dedicating this to testing the internet connection here. Um, I'm probably gonna go for a minimum 45 minutes to an hour just to see how long it can hold, make sure there's nothing weird going on with it. I don't this this is just a time if people want we'll do some matches. If the TW guys if they want to test out specific matchups, this would be a good time to request that. Right now I'm probably am gonna because I'm behind on updating people's entrances. I think I'm gonna work on that. Who's almost? Yeah, not a lot of wrestlers to do matches on. A pretty electric selection. Mineral I'm working on right now. He's not quite done yet. Glacier, let's work on Glacier since we're almost to Eli's guys. Oh, not camera. I never really mess around with camera, to be honest. These venue lighting off. Cloud lights will do glow white. I usually don't get super creative with these. I started like that, but at a certain point, I just decided just to keep it simple. think I can delay it a little bit. I usually like to time it with certain things. Sometimes real life examples help, but not always. Forgot to count seconds. Do 4. I don't think it's a lot. Not quite. Let's do, I think 6 actually. Should do it. Anyone watching, if there's a match wants to see within who I have, feel free to let me know. I didn't think it'd be that much. I don't remember it being lost much in the last one, but that works. So all caught up with his. We got a lot of work with View Japan. Where are we at? We're almost at 8 minutes already. Jeez. I'll give you guys a couple more minutes if anyone wants to put in a match they want to see. Or for the TWN guys who run promotions, if there's some guys you want to explore in their AI or whatever, this would be a great time to do that too. Let's get Lex Luger's entrance going. Oh yeah, number 2 definitely. I don't think he needs a delay. His is definitely. I'm at USA Dome, right? Yes. Yeah, his is definitely the all-white example. Look at it. I think I can add a few seconds. Yeah, that works, because that kicks in when he starts walking down. That's fine, too. I passed almost 11 minutes. Okay. Um, Triple H's theme. What did I put for his theme? I forgot. Right. I'm gonna do MJF just because it's been bothering me that I don't have his done for how much I've been using him. And then we'll do a little match of something. I remember this one was a little bit. Probably do a battle royal. Venue lighting we definitely want off. Out of all to have off, I probably do venue lighting the most because some guys like to have things super dark. Alright, let's take a look at it. Close. Very close. Probably 15. I try not to get too crazy. If it gets, I'm not gonna lie, if it gets to like a lot like that, you're probably better off just editing down the track. Just simplifying it. Perfect. I like that. Hi Savior, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just doing a test stream here. I moved into a temp place and I'm just testing out the internet. So far it's been solid. I just been pretty much just doing entrances until people got in because I have a few I have to catch up on. I know you're a big Legends League guy. It's kind of slow going with that. I've been doing TWN first, but I'm hoping to do more match request streams at some point soon. But this is kind of a loose match request kind of stream because it's just testing the internet. I don't have a lot of the guys available yet. A lot of big names, but not anyone. Not as much as PS4. Not as much yet. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess if you have requests of who I have, we can do some matches. I'll work on one more guy while you kind of think for a second. So we got the Hall of Famers and the other promotion guys. Who else? Jeff Hardy. I'll do Jeff Hardy. He's so close. I'm gonna have to find, like, where's the little Dans? Oh, I get ya. I totally get you there. I was working for quite a bit for a little bit until I had to l- let's just say a lot less hours right now than I did before. But a lot of people in this area though, just because of tax season. But but yeah, but it's been a lot of time moving. But yeah, jobs will suck up time so fast, so quickly. Like you get home and like you barely do anything, all of a sudden you gotta get ready for the next day. I'll do 11 for him. 11. So definitely, probably purple and white. Yeah, not that. Definitely purple. Gotta keep in mind when I do Matt Hardy hasn't been asked to be converted yet. What is here? It did. It went well. It's a bit snug where we're at right now, but it's fine. It went well. We're living closer to family. We just gotta find a new place once we get enough saved up. Venue lighting should be offered him too. Eh, I don't think so. I think those rest can be whites. Although no, I want white. No, that's not what I wanted. However, these can be fast. Go see how he looks. Oh yeah, there's a place here. There's a couple used video game stores and even like a free arcade. Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Trying to get the timing right with these. But yeah, there's definitely stuff. It's a little less of everything than the older city town we're at, but still has a bit of everything nonetheless. Need a little bit more. Like for example, like the prior city we lived at, there'd be like, for example, there could be like 3 to 4 McDonald's, and the new one we're at, there's probably like a couple, just the same amount, about the same as the other place, just a little less of everything, but still stuff. Okay, Savior, see you around. mean, did I do it like this last time? I didn't think I did, but I might have to change this later on. I don't know, we never had Jeff and Matt team up really in TWN, so that entrance thing has never been a thing. Yeah, that works. Alright, not bad. Cam. Alright, let's get some matches going. Let's do a battle royale. Do normal. Let's get rid of shoes to shut out. 6125, that's fine. Count over top. We don't need to worry about that. Let's do let's do that. Let's do random select. Let's see who gets put in. Well, I have to change some of these. Let's do a proper glacier. Let's do him. We have TOAs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take this spot on here. Let's get Tanaka in there. Alright, this should be pretty solid fun. Alright, let's see how long this one lasts.
Fight! Ha! Ha! Give up! Ha! Ha! Shoot! Ha! Ha!
Chaos.
Give up! Shoot! Give up! Shot! Ha! Ha!
So how's been you guys here on the channel? How you guys been doing? It's been a weird world lately. Oh man, I remember when I started this channel. I started this. Technically, the channel was created in 2016, but it wasn't the camping company till 2017.
Give up.
So it's not quite aligned with stuff.
Whoa.
But I mean, within a little over a year, we'll be in our 10th anniversary, which is wild to think that we've been around for 10 years. I mean, 10 years, that's crazy.
Give up. Give up.
I might have to do something for that one. That's
5 minutes gone.
10 years is crazy amount of time to be doing this.
Blade. Ha! Give up. Ha! Yeah! Ah!
I don't think anyone's been eliminated yet. Oh, GCS.
Whoa! Ha! Ha! Whoa! Ha! Shut! Yeah! 1, 2! Yeah! Yeah!
Ooh. Place your body slams the Undertaker. That's funny.
1, 2.
Give up! Give up!
1, 2, 3.
Give up! Give up!
Oh, so we got some stealing.
Thick! Thick! Thick!
Oh, Cryonic kick.
Thick! 1, 2! Yeah! 1, 2!
10 minutes gone.
Oh no! Kenta's dead. Oh wow.
Ah! Shut! 1, 2, 3!
Styles is gone now too.
Give up! Give up!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Give up!
Well, ice pick there from Glacier.
Ha! Ha! Yeah!
Double choke slam.
Ha! Ha! Give up! Give up! Give up! Give up!
1,
Ha!
2,
Ha!
3,
Ha!
4.
Ah! Break! Yeah!
Ooh.
Give up! Give up! Break! Ha! Yeah!
Oh. Oh no! Tanaka's dead. Right next to the corpse of Kabashi. Jeez.
Thick! Give up! Give up!
A little
1,
Pittsburgh plunge.
2, 3!
Oh, Glacier's gone.
Top!
Ooh. Oh, GTS.
1, 2!
Really, only 2?
1, 2, 3,
1, 2!
Oh, Shiny Wizard.
1, 2! Ha! よいしょ Ha!
Oh.
Shut. Play. Shut. Give up. Give up.
Jeez. These 4 are just going at it right here. Oh. Hey, Gray Man, how you doing? Yeah.
1,
20 minutes
2.
gone.
Yeah, they got pretty much destroyed. Oh. Yeah, just doing a random battle royale. This is... Oh. Let me take her tap. That's crazy. I get you there. Yeah, I've had... He just moves off of the critical guy. What an asshole. He's already dead.
Shut. Yosh. Break. Ha!
Hi, Braun. How you doing? Thank you.
Ha!
Yeah, I agree, man. I get you there. I for one have been very busy the last week and a half.
1, 2. Yosh.
Oh, ooh. Next video? Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I got sports game reviews up and running again after like a gajillion years of it kind of being random on and off. I got a run going. It's going to start this Friday. There'll be a couple wrestling ones to kick things off, but there's going to be other stuff in there too. It'll be weekly, so definitely keep an eye out on stuff. I wish I had a Red Wings jersey. That's kind of the holy grail jersey for me. Oh, Punk's done. To be honest, I don't even know what jersey I'd get for Red Wings, in all honesty. There's been so many guys there.
Yosh. Ask him.
Yep, that's all it took. But yeah, Eli, if there was like certain matchups you wanted to test out with you or other guys or whatever, feel free. Not Eli if he's watching, but Gray Man, there was any. I mean, feel free to say so. This is kind of the time to do it. Um, so while we're at it, let's take a look what's going on in this workshop. Oh yeah, I won't see. My favorite? Probably football, but I like lots of sports. I mean, I don't. It's hard. I only pick footballs probably because I. Let's just do fun ones, but I can't just. No, 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 no. You have your whole roster's done. Like, really, the only rosters I have to work on left is View Japan Pro. I have one guy left after the one I'm working on, and I got mine, but mine's kind of an asterisk because I can just prioritize other ones if necessary. Um, but yeah, Hall of Fame is done. I haven't really organized it yet. It's just kind of a loose group, but you got some guys there. Um, I got to do a few more from me. DPS is done. Michigan. Michigan area. You're done, Gray Man. Your promotion's done. Star Fox is done. New Japan's almost done. Has a guy and a half. Draws versus Hawk. I don't know if I got draws on here, in all honesty. No, fortunately, I don't. In terms of like just guys for sake of having guys, I don't really have any. I got some fictional guys I need to retire out of there because that was a different thing. I got whatever was in game in TWN guys. It's pretty bare bones, unfortunately. Um, yeah, because otherwise I would, even if it was just a loose edit if I had downloaded. You know what? Speaking of, hold on a sec. Punk versus Balor. Do I have Finn Balor? He was on the Legends League list. But let me look. I just don't know if he made it to this stage. He was a draft pick. He was a draft pick, but I haven't started working on draft picks yet. To be honest, I might alternate between my guys and draft picks just to get you guys going on draft picks. Because I know you guys have been waiting patiently, ever so patiently for them. I believe you did. Let me look on Discord. Let's see. Yes, you did. You drafted Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler, and the New Age Outlaws. So once I get through those, you'll have 10 guys on your main roster, and and you'll have 4 guys from your Hall of Fame. So you'll have 14 total. So Yeah, because I think what I'm gonna plan is once I finish View Japan, because I gotta finish Suzuki, and then there's one more guy after Suzuki. Since I already accidentally jumped the gun and gave him one of his draft picks, I'm gonna skip his turn with that. I'll probably do one of my guys next because I definitely need I need someone other than these three. And then after I do one of my guys, I think I might actually get started on draft picks. Um, I don't know who I will do next. Um, I guess I'll go with whoever has the least in total, which would be definitely not FTOA. They got the most total. So it'd be between Eli. Eli would be involved in it because he has 7. Star Fox has Star Fox has 8, and you have 10. So I'd probably do one of Eli's draft picks next, then Star Fox, and then you. And DPS will go after that. I don't know. That's the order I'm going to work with loosely. I'll probably try to mix mine in because I do want to do a show at some point during the season. That's another reason why I decided to kind of take a pause on the pattern of World Tour episodes. I'll probably do a World Tour episode sometime this month, but I'm not going to do one every 2 weeks like I was doing because we're already halfway through the season on pace. Okay. Um, but yeah, that's kind of who we got to work with. My overall goal is to have all the draft everyone done TWN wise by the end of the season. Um, which I can definitely get the main rosters done. Definitely. It's just a question of the draft picks. That kind of adds a whole nother element there. Because some of those draft picks I'm pretty much going to have to do completely from the ground up, which is fine, but it will make things a little interesting. Um, but we'll see how things go. I'm hoping, because by the time we get to the next draft, I want to have it where you guys can just draft whoever your heart's content without any sort of limitations, reasonable limitations. Because I know Eli likes to go for the goal on some of his choices, but I do want because I think after all is said and done, I think you guys should be able to have your be able to pick virtually anyone. Legends League stuff, the timeline for that's going to vary. It depends on how many are left after I get everyone done because I might forego the top 12 thing. I was going to do that anyway, but I'm really probably going to end up doing that, but it depends. Because after I convert everyone, if the only guys left after everyone's only at 2 or 3, I would probably just tough it out. But if it's like a bunch of people, I may just kind of abbreviate it just for the sake of just getting it going again. Um, but yeah. Um, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, we're very close. Very close. I'm just gonna have to find a way to make it go a little faster because I've been the moving really slowed things down. I spent a lot of time focusing on the move. So I didn't move. So, like Onita would have been done a lot faster if it wasn't for the move. Suzuki, Suzuki is he's going reasonably fast. What throw it off is the fact that his model actually has a shit ton of creative moves in it. So I've kind of had to navigate a little bit of that. But yeah, that's kind of where everything's at right now, TWN wise. Oh, look, we passed the 45-minute mark and no issues. That is very good. So I think we might be. That reminds me, since Grayman, since you're up here, last post I was talking about like bringing in a fictional ephid just to have funny, wacky guys or whatnot do stuff in. I don't want to say it's a parody because I don't know what it's going to be. Because what I want to do with it is I want it to just be a bunch of like fictional made up like whatever characters. I want all the moves to all of them be created moves. I don't want any endgame moves in the models. Because I just want like craziness. Um they wouldn't be hard to do because it's all from our imagination. Hell, I might even have whoever has Fire Pro create some guys of their own and I can just upload them to the game. I just don't know what it's gonna be because I don't know if it'd be just like a revamped YWA or something completely original, or if we just do it under the Parody Wrestling League, which can be a little tricky because I'm not entirely sure what direction I'm going to go with that because it can easily go in the direction I just described, but at the same time, a lot of the parody wrestlers are really much based on real stuff. So it's kind of a weird one to really navigate too. So that one just depends, I guess. But yeah, I'll probably do a poll on that at some point. I'm only bringing that up because I definitely want to be able to do something that's more, I don't know, just something that we can watch and just have it just be laughable nonsense. You know, nothing that's serious, if that makes any sense. Because the thing is, we got this big creative game with all these parts and stuff. I mean, in all this space, like, we should be able to be a little crazy with it. But, yeah. But also, if anyone wanted to do shows, everyone can do shows. Like, mostly everyone's pretty close to, like, done or close to done. I mean, there's definitely not any shortage for that. Alright, let's do another match of something. Unfortunately, Rayman suggestions, I don't have some of those guys. So who have we barely seen anything of? There's actually Just do a regular match. MJF Undertaker, certainly you can rock that out. Let's make things interesting. Let's make this a 60-minute barn burner. 3 counts fine. Let's make it no DQ. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Haven't done his entrance yet. I still gotta update stats and standings from the last World Tour episode.
Fight!
Yeah, this would be a wild match in real life. Both of them in their prime. Yeah, to be honest, I feel like at this point, prime MGF was definitely like before he got out hurt during that Devil storyline. Like before he became best friends with Adam Cole. Like that, when he was pretty much when he was champion. Like the early parts. I remember his promo after the Iron Man match he had with Bryan Danielson. And man, that's like the perfect promo for me. Like, there's nothing. The great thing about that promo is that technically MJF was still a heel, but if you just looked at what he said on paper, like, you could kind of see babyface too at the same time. Because one thing that always stood out for me was the fact that MJF, I don't think so, because from what I remember, a lot of people consider if a wrestler's in their very late 30s, early 40s, that's actually considered their prime because they got everything down pat. They got their character down, the talking, the in-ring ability. I mean, everything. Cheers.
1, 2.
It's not gonna. Friday is not gonna be. Yeah. Well, I will say this. there is going to be a sports game coming out Friday. It's not going to be a 2K game. It's going to be like, well, it'll be uploaded then, so you guys will see. NHL and MLB 2K. I've been thinking quite a bit on doing. Jeez, he is really reaming the tombstones here.
1, 2.
But I've thought quite a bit about like a franchise mode review in one of those games. I did MLB 2K5 a long time ago, very long time ago. I always enjoyed that game, but most people don't consider it the best baseball game of that generation. Yeah, how that set up was when they hit that choke slam, they would do a specific taunt that would set them up in a standing tombstone. Yeah, it's solid. Yeah, I don't think I have to make any adjustments to Undertaker necessarily. Ooh, jumping DDT, but man, he is wrecking MJF. MJF is barely getting anything in. Oh, Brainbuster. Why are these guys not... Oh, I know why they're not going for covers, because this time limit's 60 minutes. They're going to take their... Yeah. Yeah, he was actually, yeah. 96. He's 29, wow. Oh, he's around my age, because I'm 30. So he's pretty close to my age. So yeah, he's not close to his prime. He has so much time. I know he wants to be an AEW diehard, but good lord. Oh wow. What? You mean Taker tap just like that? I didn't think so either, but I don't know. Anytime, like, I always looked like over 90 minutes. 90? That's crazy. I think so, but you never know. Yeah, 5 pro subs, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm happy that internet's holding steady here. It's gonna make things a lot easier on my end. Yeah, his finishing maneuver, yeah, that's gonna boost it up quite a bit. Man, I wish I had more guys. It's just been tough getting everyone going. It was different than because when I first started, I just did whenever, whatever. It wasn't until a little bit after I started playing, monitoring movesets and whatnot. And by the time we finally transitioned to Steam was when I finally nailed it all down pat. It was okay. It was okay. Let me think. It was, we had to get rid of quite a few things. We had a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was kind of junky that we had for years. Um, right now we're living with family right now until we get a new place. We've just been saving and whatnot. I mean, but we've been planning it for a while because where we were living at, it was just not working because we were there for years and it's just been whatever. So we've been hoping. So we wanted like kind of a fresh place to do stuff in. So it's been decent. A little bit of adjusting because it's very different in a lot of ways from where we used to live at. It's still like a town city deal, but it's just like I said earlier in stream, it's just a little less of everything. Yeah, it's going well. It's going well. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Um, yeah, it's just I'm just glad it's over because that took a lot. Yeah, it took. No, there's not really any overlap because it's about a little over an hour difference. New Costco. Yeah, like like for example, like the place we used to live at, let's say they would have like four McDonald's in the town. The place we live at now has like two. It's just a little less of everything. Like instead of like multiples, everything has a little bit of everything. So it's still fine. It's just on a smaller scale. But but where we're at now, I didn't grow up in it, but I went to it a lot, so it's very familiar for me. But the other place was pretty familiar too because I went to college there back when college was still reasonably seen as a decent place to go to for an education. Isn't it? I don't think the other place older place had a Sam's Club. This place doesn't. Um, really, the biggest difference is the place right now has like beach and lake, and the other place was landlocked. That's kind of a big difference. But the older place had a casino, but it was also a college town, and this newer place is kind of more of a regular Joe town. So there's some apples and oranges with it. Nice one, yeah, the nice one. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think what else is. But yeah, I mean, but to be honest, the other older place was kind of dying out. It was just wasn't the same as it used to be. So it's just the fun was gone. It really was. Um, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. The biggest thing for me is just getting back to it's funny, like that was the goal, but but then they had to put me on they had to put me on temporary leave because they didn't have enough for me to do. They overhired when they hired new people. So I'm kind of in a weird state there right now, but that was the original goal, but I still have to get tax returns back, so it's fine. I mean, financially speaking, we're good. Like there's no qualms about anything there. But I can always find a job. I've worked so many jobs the last several years. Oh my God. Oh, I feel like Uncle Ruckus a little bit, who works like 50 part-time jobs in the town in the boondocks sometimes. Like anywhere you go, there's just me polishing something or putting leaves away. Well, the thing is, the thing is, I didn't transfer over. The job was always there. I was moving to there, but there was other reasons for the move besides the job. We also wanted to be closer to family and whatnot and whatever long-term plans we had. So it was just one little element to the whole grand scheme of things. Um, but I'll but but I'll probably start working there again at some point. But But it just depends. I mean, it is what it is. It's not anything I'm gonna lose sleep over. Besides, I got so much I can do with time on my hands. There's a lot of video recording I have to do because after sports game reviews, I got some learning about video game stuff. I'm gonna do pretty much with the pace I'm going. There should be a video a week up until June, maybe early July. So I got a lot I can like do. I just gotta it's just tough to go from something as smooth as streaming through this to doing the old school recording way that I do. But but I make it work because at the end of the day I do love doing that stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, I always got projects. I always got YouTube projects. Some stuff I've had for years. Like for example, like a series review. Like I've been like that NCAA football series review with the PS2 and PS3 games. I worked on that for oh God, I want to say like 7 years. But a lot of it isn't because the games are rare. It's just for some reason certain games just aren't available in certain general areas of places. Um, but eventually I did get it, and that's how I was able to do it. But I got other stuff like that too. I got the like MLB 2K series review. That's one. There's a couple other ones that have been around just as long as NCAA ones. It's just and that's kind of been the big problem too, is because I didn't want to spend money ordering it online, and I get a shit copy back, because then I waste money and whatever. And the game stores I go to, they rarely have them anymore. Like the old place I used to live at, they used to have a lot more games there, and they really downsized a lot. There's another store in the old place that has pretty much what I'm looking for, but the product quality can vary. So, because they don't really do checks when they take the games in. So it's kind of a toss up with some of them. Because some projects, there was a few times where I had projects ready to go, but because I had a bum copy, I had to wait a ton longer to get a new one. So it varies. Of course, I do this specifically for me. I know a lot of YouTubers, they just do whenever, whatever, and that's their prerogative. But because the reason why I started doing it, because when I started the channel, the first thing I did was the Madden stuff. And granted, that first one wasn't perfect because I had to because I missed 2001 PS2 on the first time around because I didn't think they made that until later down. And so but the early thought process was, because I was looking through stuff, I was like, you know what? I wasn't seeing a YouTuber that just sat down and just played every single game in a series straight through on their channel. And I was like, I'm gonna do that with Madden, and that's what I did, because I had most of them anyway, because I grew up playing PS2 Madden, so it was a fun one. Um, but and that's kind of where the idea started. I didn't start fully doing that all with other series until a bit later on. That's why sports game reviews is a bit more sparse because I just kind of, instead of playing a sports game, I just got if it belongs to a series that I could do solo. If there's enough of them that I can do solo with their own thing, then I do that and just wait. So that's a big thing there too. Because when I first started, I was just like, "Oh, I got this. I'll just do whatever." Like most of the time, but yeah, I just think it's nice and seamless just to go from one to one to one to one because you can see the compare and contrast. And granted, I'm not. Sometimes my memory gets a little fuzzy, and I don't always catch the differences. But I think if you're like going through, especially because there's some guys. Sometimes I get questions on the channel of like, "Hey, is this version better than this version? Is like PS206 better than PS308 or some random stuff like that?" And I don't always have the answer right away, but having that on the channel where you can be like, okay, this has this and this has that in video form, no fancy edits or cuts or clips or whatever, just straight up like you're sitting in the room with me, we're going through the game. That I think is something that really helps with deciding stuff like that. Because sports games, they're not cheap like they used to be. Like they're not like robbing you, but you're not finding them for $1 anymore. That era had its day. Now they're like 6 to 10, which isn't bad, of course, but it does make you think a little bit because with the way things are nowadays, money doesn't carry as much as it used to. So you kind of think twice about getting an old sports game. One thing that made me feel old that I saw today, video game store I follow, they got a trade in for a PS1, the same kind I have, for with a controller for $50. And I remember about slightly pre-pandemic, I got that PlayStation for $25. It doubled in like 5, 6 years, which is crazy because the video game prices for retro style is outlandish right now. It's strictly outlandish. Consoles, especially compared to where I bought consoles. I mean, think the god of gods that I got the consoles when I did. Because if I started doing that now, it would literally kill me. Like, it's so much more expensive consoles now than they used to be. And it doesn't make any sense either. I don't. It's crazy. Yeah, it was. Like, when the pandemic happened. Well, it's funny because the price rise. Because. It was funny because the price rises didn't happen with the demand. The prices stayed the same during the demand. It's when they started getting a bunch of stuff again, is when they increased the prices. So you go to these video game stores and they got 3 to 4 copies of everything and they're all like Saudi Arabia money price. And it's like, how do you expect to move this shit? Like it's all off kilter. But granted, it's been a long time since I've been in a video game store and really looked at prices, so my judgment might be a little askew. But man, no, I'm glad I started getting stuff when I did, because especially when I was really getting, especially sports games, that was the bread and butter. But a lot of used video game stores had sports games up the ass, and they were all dirt cheap, so it was no problem for me to get. That's why so many early series reviews kind of came out rapid fire quick because they were so easy to get. It's just the ones I'm still working on now. It's mostly just because there's 1 or 2 installments that for some reason I can't really find anywhere in stores. But I don't go to used video game stores like I used to, mostly due to time and money, because having an odd 20 to $30 I mean, that can go to other things other than a sports game, a few sports games, especially if you have to travel to like an hour, hour and a half out of the way to maybe find them. Because I'm not, because I can't remember the last time I ordered online. It was definitely, but maybe during the pandemic I ordered online and that was it. Like I just don't like ordering online like I used to. I used to like it reasonably, but I just got screwed over one too many times. But yeah, it's a weird time for video games. It has been for a couple years, but I just don't know, like, some of the new gen people, they get super excited about like the game of the year winners like Expedition 33 and Baldur's Gate 3 and those games. And those games are great games, but even when I was growing up in the 2000s or whatever, because I was born in like mid 90s, when I was growing up, like video games just like it never felt. I didn't grow up playing a ton of video games, but when I did go through my first phase of video gaming, it never felt sparse. It never felt like bare cupboards. Like it just hit a certain way. And compared to now, and it's like it feels weird that the most innovation when it comes to gaming is in the modding community. That should not be normal. It really shouldn't be. Like, it's crazy to me that all the demand is taking these old games and tweaking them. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, you have these AAA companies sitting on their asses turning out one game every 10 years, hoping that it's good, because if it's bad, then their legacy is going to be down the toilet for a decade. Like, look at Bethesda with Fallout. I mean, that nearly destroyed that whole brand until the TV show of all things kind of gave back some of its credibility. I mean, hope. I mean, it's just video games. Video like I will not be shocked that if we get a video game crash at some point. It's like I don't know how it'll look, but I heard rumors that there might be one at some point. I don't know when though, because it's hard to feel like one because I feel like all the games that I've seen that made me excited, that made me want to play, is like indie stuff that I see other like big YouTubers do, like stuff like Buckshot Roulette or Plasmophobia or some of those games. Like that, those are the ones I see get people get excited about. And the terrible thing about the AAA games too is that even if they're like perfection and they're awesome, like most people cruise through it in like whatever span the story is, and then what do? You spend 5 years creating a game that 90% of people get done within a couple weeks at most. And then they're sitting and they're like, okay, now what do we do? And you're sitting as a video game company like, we don't know. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Like, there's a huge RAM shortage. So there's a possibility that the next gen could be delayed for a few years, which is wild. Because we've been on a steady pace of new consoles for a while, but I don't mind that. I don't mind if it takes an extra few years for the PS6 and Xbox, whatever the fuck name they call it. I mean, I heard that calling it Project Helix as the working name for it right now. I don't know what it's gonna be. They had a great thing going with the 360 name. They could have done 720, 1440, 2880. They could have just Atari that shit. But no, they went with the one and then the Series X. So I don't know what they're going to call it. That's one thing that pisses me off more than anything about Xbox. It's a stupid name thing because it's such a small thing. But when you compare it to like how Nintendo does and how PlayStation does it, it seems like the base 101 they should get done and they don't. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing more with my laptop. Like now that I got OBS going, like I have been really thinking hardcore about doing because I want to try to stream more, a lot more. My only hurdle right now is I got to try to find a way to stream retro games through OBS laptop, but I know it can be done because like 99% of YouTubers that do retro stuff do it like that. I'm the 1% that doesn't. But I know it's possible. I just haven't figured it out. Like I kind of know, but I just don't have the parts because I know stuff is required. I just don't have it, and I don't know when I'll be able to get it because money ebbs and flows for YouTubing budget. But But yeah, because I know, like for example, like I know WWE 2K26 is not going to be on PS4, which on one hand is great because then it justifies me doing more with 2K25 on PS4, which is great too because I got a whole ass project I need to do at some point on there because I put way too much time and effort into it not to do it. Yeah, they do, and I Capture card, I thought I got one and I couldn't get it to work, but I might have got the wrong one. I don't know. Yeah, they do emulation. I just don't have the brain power for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, some games I could probably do, and they'd be fine for a one-off video, but if I'm gonna do a whole series of something, I want something reliable. And like a random ROM emulation, it's a little dodgy. Interesting. Cheapest retro games, though. I mean, PC games are different. Like when I did what game was it? Was it my series on EW Revenge, like the promotion wrestling promotion game? That's different because it was designed for PC stuff. But I don't know. I feel a little funky about doing a whole career mode of No Mercy N64 on my laptop through an emulator. I don't know. That doesn't feel solid to me. But lots of them do it with no issues. So, I mean, if it works, it works. I don't know. I just feel kind of silly, like having all these games, but yet I can't do anything with them on streaming or anything because of technology. But okay, stream still holding steady. Oh, yeah. Don't know if we're gonna do any other matches in the stream, to be honest. Oh, yeah, not really. Eh, for shits and giggles, let's. Nope, not that. There we go. I just want to look at the store, see what's been uploaded while Gray Man's doing his thing. Regal color. What does this look like? Yep, standard Regal cutter. Hmm. Wonder what's the newest stuff for front gap grapples. Source. What's this? That's a power slam. Who's that guy that's doing it? Definitely one. Forgot his name. I think maybe Gary Albright, maybe. This one's sick. That's wild. Right into a spinner? Man, what's this? I don't know. What's this? Man, come on. Wish more of these had previews. Back. But fit. Yeah, I get. Yeah, I was just scrolling through these out of curiosity. But, Gray Man, what do you think of like? Cause I brought this up earlier in the stream of because I was mentioning a post of bringing back a fictional E-Fed, but have it just be like crazy zaniness. Like one thing would be like all the wrestlers would have like created moves. Like we wouldn't use like in-game moves, stuff like that. I just wasn't sure how to go about it because I wasn't sure if we would just call it just YWA or do something different. What's rose hip? Ah, one thing I never got is why they never did front grapple on Prettier. But yeah, fictional E-Fed stuff, because I know there's been stuff like the parody wrestling thing, and I'm not sure how if that would fit into it if at all, but or if we wanted something different or bring back YWA and just do that. I mean, there's a lot of different things. I just was curious because yeah, that makes sense. I totally get that. Yeah, maybe maybe have it just be its own thing. Because I know some people were kind of excited for the parody wrestling league, but I don't know if that could be the same as what I'm thinking because the parody wrestling thing is loosely based on like parodies of people that have existed. And I don't know how well that would blend with completely 100% fictional people. Like, at first you think it would, but once you start thinking about it, it's like, well, would like Bonesaw McGraw, would he work great with whatever fucking hellish creation we make? You know what I mean? Because Bonesaw McGraw is pretty much Randy Savage. And there's only so much craziness you can put in a Randy Savage moveset. So, I don't know. That might have to be its own thing. I'm not sure. I might make it its own thing, in all honesty. I think that'd be the fairest way to go. Yeah, yeah. I'll probably just have it be its own thing. I think what I'll do too with it is since some people that we know have the game to make things quicker and easier, I think I might have people submit their own creations. So people can create guys and just upload them and I can upload those guys and that could speed things along a little bit. So because there's that's really the only thing. I'm thinking about maybe having like a tier system though. Like have there be like jobbers, mid cobbers, and main eventers because I would love to just see like a main eventer just pulverize a jobber. I would like to try that with this too. So I I don't know. I'll have to brainstorm a little bit, but I think it would be a lot of fun to like do something more crazy and unpredictable. Because our stuff is TWN stuff can be pretty unpredictable and crazy, but it's based on a realm of realism. And sometimes you just want to watch crazy shit happen. So, okay. All right. Got a better idea on that. I'll probably brainstorm about it and then tonight and tomorrow, and I'll probably start maybe loosely putting it together. I mean, because here's the thing, too. This would not interfere with TWN stuff whatsoever. Like, it would not affect the TWN pace. Because I don't really plan on, like, okay, we're going to exit out of this. Because I don't really plan on, um, like, like doing this super fast, the new thing. Because there's not really a rush because there is like there is other stuff to do as well, so it's not a huge rush. I'd rather just take my time with it, but it would be it would be kind of fun to like do something like that. Something because match request a real wrestler is a little different. than than something like what I'm thinking. I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna call it. Definitely would need some brainstorming on that. But yeah, you know what? Hour and a half, no issues. I'm good with this. We rocked that. Um, but yeah, sports game reviews premiering tomorrow. Some of these videos that are going to be coming out with sports game reviews are kind of be they're not going to be super long videos, so bear that in mind. But they're a little something. Um, there's going to be about 8 of those episodes, and then learning about will kick in, and the amount for that might vary. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, that new fictional wrestler promotion, I'll put some stuff together for it. I think that can be a lot of fun. I just think I just got to get a measure on how many people. I also got to measure to see how many people would like to. Because really, the participation for that is very minimal. Like the most people would do is submit wrestlers. I don't even know if we'll do belts. I might actually do a thing where I could have people like have wrestlers come in who are already like champions of some random made up belt nonsense. I don't know. I gotta brainstorm a little bit on it, but yeah, that'll probably be because really the whole thing's gonna be over the top silliness. Um, but yeah, I'll do some brainstorming on that. But that's really all I got. For this one. I guess next stream, I guess if someone wanted to book a TWN show, they could, and I could get that going. I mean, really, no one should have any issues part doing a show at this point. Um, really, what people, I feel, really, what's going to be the biggest weight for you guys are going to be the draft picks at this point, and those will come in as soon as I can. Like I said, my goal is to get them all in like before the full end of the season. So you will have them eventually. I just don't know the timing of it. But for some of you who've already Ronald McDonald wrestle, oh my god, yeah, um, yeah, Ronald McDonald. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Well, I'll have to see what I could do. I may not have Ronald McDonald, but I could maybe find like Arnold McAllister, the sub sandwich clown of Newark. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll come up with some silly. I might get a base roster going for it if I fully go there. It wouldn't be that much effort because it's all random nonsense. Really, the only thought I would probably put into it is like who would be jobbers, who would be mid carders and main eventers. Because I'm gonna try to do that with this because I want varied, matchups with this to make even crazier outcomes with stuff. It would not be the 226 point system. It'd be something different. Um, But yeah, I mean, man, I guess anyone who's watching this TWA who might be interested in the fictionally fed stuff, I mean, let your imagination run wild. I mean, I'm down for having anyone with any moves or anything. Like, there's not really any sort of limitations. Not really. I mean, like I said, the tier system's really the only thing I want to try to do, but and also no in-game moves, all created moves. That's gonna be the big thing there. Um, yeah, definitely the type of show that probably Jim Cornette would probably cry about in agony. Oh, but okay, that's gonna do it for this one here, guys. Thanks for watching. In case you guys want to chat with anyone at the Campy Company and you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that about page / about section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos and have a good day.